Hey everyone, it's Mark Sargent, and you can thank Anthony Riley for sending me this video. He said, hey, you should really narrate this because there's only music. Yeah, this is really important. This is some footage that was shot about 2 years ago in Santa Barbara, California, off the beach. And let's just zoom right into it and take a quick look. So this is another version of the oil rig observation. So the camera is placed in the guard railing between cafe and restroom showers, and you're going to look here. When we look at the elevation, it is set at 8 feet. So Google Earth reads this as 8 feet off of the water, which is a little higher than the 1 foot camera stuff that we did earlier. And then we're going to draw a line to the first platform, which is called Platform C, which is directly out in front of it, and then another one a little bit off to the right, which is Platform Habitat. And when we pull back and look at the distances of these two, we will notice the curve calculator, just to pull that up real fast. And then remember, this was shot October 23rd, 2017, so over 2 years ago at sunrise. The first one is at a distance of 6.08 miles, Platform C. And then the second one, off the distance Platform Habitat, at 10.1 miles. Why are these two important? Well, because at 8 foot elevation, the globe Earth's horizon should be less than 3.5 miles, meaning the horizon should be in front of these things. 29 feet of habitat should be blocked by the curvature in front of these objects. And yet, all of the habitat is visible, even with some compression. And you'll notice, and we'll draw a line here in a second, that the horizon is clearly behind these objects. And what makes this footage and all footage like it so important is that these are static objects, meaning these are not boats. These are always in one place. They're not moving or floating anywhere. And we'll draw the green line on this, and you can see, again, it's not hard to see. Somewhere way off in the distance is the horizon, way further than 10.1 miles. And that should not be. There's no curvature. And that only happens on a flat world. You will not see this on a curved thing, because eventually these objects should be over the side of the hill. They should be behind the curve. And we just don't see that. These two oil platforms, again, one at 6 and one at 10, are right in front. So tell me optically how that happens. Tell me what atmospheric condition can put the horizon behind these objects. You want to say it's a mirage? Okay, well, then if you do that, you can never say that a boat is being chopped in half by the horizon. Because you say, well, no, that's real. A boat being chopped in half by the horizon line, with heavy compression and refraction. Oh, no, that's real. But this right here, sunrise, couldn't be clearer conditions. Not a cloud in the sky, shooting off at oil platforms at 6 miles and 10 miles, respectively. You can't tell me that this is a mirage. No way. And even if you do say it's a mirage, tell me how a mirage puts the horizon behind the objects. That's the big key here. Do this with any sort of piece of paper. Bend it in half. Put 2 dots on the other side. Tell me how the horizon is behind those dots. If it's a globe, it cannot be. So again, share this with your friends, show people, look, this is one of the globe killers, but it's going to take people a little while to understand it, which is what you're looking at here is objects that are in front of the horizon, which is clearly a long way behind it, but these objects can't be if it's a globe Earth. Cannot be. The horizon has to be in front of these objects. The curve calculator, which mainstream science declared, that's pretty straightforward. So tell me how that happens. Anyway, share it, guys.
Your toothpaste is killing you. Let me tell you why. It's made with legit poison called fluoride. Fluoride is terrible for your health. But these companies, for 30 years, maybe 50, they've been bragging about fluoride. Well, the research backs up again and again that fluoride is not helping your teeth and it is hurting your body. So your prerequisite for your next toothpaste is fluoride free.
provide you with an incredible amount of information. He talked to Bill O'Reilly about the possibilities of a library in your brain.
Sometime in the next century, because computer chips are getting smaller and faster, and eventually the time will come when a child is implanted with a little chip back here and will learn to control the chip in the same way that you learn to control your bodily functions and your voice and your movements, so that not only can you, right now my mind is telling my body to talk, and it's supplying my mouth with the words that I'm giving to you, and the mind could also learn to say to the chip, go to a certain web page, download some information, and supply it to the inside of my eyeballs.
You believe that you're going to be actually able to tell your mind through a chip to provide you with information that you can then speak. So on this program, this would be great for me. You put a little chip in there, and if I didn't know something, I could say to the chip, would I have to say it out loud or just think it?
Either way.
I could just think it, give me an answer.
Right now, we're loaded up with bionic stuff already. I'm wearing glasses. I have fillings in my teeth. This is a wristwatch. I'm wearing clothing, which allows me to adjust to the climate as I go outside. So it's obviously only a matter of time until convergence allows us to match the number one tool of the next century, and that would be the computer chip. I mean,
okay, so the
clothes
computer
are tools,
chip,
glasses are tools.
Sure, but all of these are external. The computer should be in you, and that's what frightens me.
Well,
See,
it could be in you, or it could be wherever you wanted it to be. And it would allow you to make telephone calls without having a cell phone, allow you to surf the web without having a monitor.
Well, show me how. So if I had a chip embedded in my head, I could make a telephone call by
you could just
telling
start
the chip,
talking.
Call Mom.
Yeah.
And Mom would be, and I could
And then
talk
you would
to her.
just say, "Hello, Mom."
I wouldn't have a phone or anything.
No. And so you'd have to have some body language so people would know what you were doing. Let's say you're standing at the American Airlines terminal.
Yeah.
And you're calling the Advantage desk and saying, "I've missed my flight. Do you have any seats at 10 o'clock?" Mm-hmm. Okay, if you're standing there saying that, somebody's going to look at you like you're one of these crazy...
But not if everybody had the chip, they'd all know what was going on.
Well, but you would do this.
Right.
You
go there, it's a little phone.
This means I'm not just talking to myself, I'm talking on the phone.
This
and then
sounds
if you're reading the web on the inside of your eyeballs,
yeah,
it would look rude to people. It would look like I'm staring straight through you. But I'm not staring straight through you. I'm looking at the Fox News web page, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do I want people to know that? I would just go like this. You know,
so we're going to have a whole sign language thing of what we're... This sounds so unbelievable.
If I'm downloading information...
But it's true. It could happen, right?
Well, you see, my article is half serious and it's half satirical. I don't know which half is half, though, because things are converging so quickly, and computers are already such an amazing tool.
But we've checked it out a little further than your article, and the scientists tell us that it is absolutely true and absolutely possible for a human being to have a chip embedded in their system and to have many, many things appear in their mind upon command. So you would say, I need to know the name of the 18th president. Bing!
Not only that, I meet you and I call up your credit report while we're talking.
We thought Bill O'Reilly already had...